Everyone, it's been a while. I've been quiet. Anyway, I thought let me share. It's important for me to share this one. Yeah. On Saturday, I was running late and I was going for a meeting and I passed by a petrol station and then I gave the attendant some monies to pour fuel. And I don't know what happened there, but as I was driving off, I realized my car was still on empty. But I was in a busy road, so I couldn't make a U-turn. But when I got to where I was going, it was like 5 minutes away. I thought, let me restart the engine. Maybe the car is actually now adjusted to the fuel that was poured. When I had started the engine again, it was now like on zero. So I then drove off to the gas station again. And I parked my car by the side, and then I approached the guy who had poured the fuel, and I said, "Hey, do you remember me?" And then he goes like, I don't. I see a lot of people here. And then I went like, "Hey, but it's just 5 minutes. So, like, I came here 5 minutes ago, and fine, let me remind you. You helped me drive out because there was a truck blocking me." He goes like, "Yeah, I remember you." And then I said, "Yeah, I gave you some money for you to pour some fuel. Did you pour?" And anyway, like, "It's obvious, ma'am, I poured." I said, "No, don't say it's obvious. My car is on empty. You can't say it's obvious that you poured." And then he says, "Hey, ma'am, you've got a problem." I said, "No, no, no. I am just establishing some facts here. What happened? I just need your word. If you say you poured, then I'll take your word for that." So the boss saw us really like talking like that, and then he came where we were and he asked, "Hey, ma'am, is there a problem?" I said, "No, no, no, there's no problem. But unfortunately, my car is on empty. I came here 5 minutes ago and I gave these guys some money to pour some fuel, but it's still on empty." And then the boss goes like, "No, my guys are trustworthy." I go like, "No, it's okay. But well, how can you be so sure that they're trustworthy?" And then I went and sat in the car and I made a call to a friend of mine, like, yeah, to my husband. And I said, "Hey, Steve, tell me something. What's happening in this car? I've just poured some fuel, but it's not responding." And then he goes like, "Were you watching when they pouring?" I said, "No, I wasn't watching. I was too busy to watch. I was fixing my hair. I was fixing my face. So I wasn't watching." And then he said, they do that. They take advantage of ladies, especially." And then I went like, "Okay, let me go back. If the car, if let me pour some more fuel, and if the gauge rises up, then something is really wrong. And then it means they never poured." So I went back to the manager and I told him that, "Hey, I'm pouring just about $10 worth of fuel. If the gauge doesn't respond, then something is wrong with my car." And I joined the queue, and then they poured $10 worth of fuel. The gauge shot up. Then I said, "I'm not negotiating with you guys. Just pour my fuel, that fuel that you didn't pour." And I just wanted to share with you ladies. Fine, they did pour that day they poured the money that the fuel that they hadn't poured. They were very understanding afterwards. But then I thought, how many times have people walked away from a fuel station without even receiving the service? I mean, imagine being robbed by someone that is supposed to serve you. Is it where we are right now as a nation? Come on, guys. Come on. Should we check the receipts? Should we check each and every one? I mean, at an established petrol station, you don't expect to be robbed. There are people there, those guys that sell from little containers, plastic containers. They out check, but not at the fuel station. Surely I need to relax, man. Is it who we have become as a nation? Where you rob the customer. They have come to you. You rob the customer. Anyway, I know it will take a while. I know our systems have been corrupted. But if I don't do right, what do I expect the next person to do? The whole country will become a den of robbers. Zimbabwe, I'm just imploring to you guys. I've always said no one will come and fix our nation. We will fix this nation. Do right by the at least by the customer. Do right. And even when, I don't know, this messed me up, and it may not come out all right, but do right by the customer. We will say we are open for business. We will say whatever we want to say, but our actions will matter. 5 years from now, what type of a country are we going to hand over to our children, our children's children? What type of a country are we going to hand over? If someone is getting robbed at a fuel station, I won't mention the name. I won't mention other places where I've also been, where I've been forced to check and ask that, hey, are you aware that you haven't done well here? Let's do right. Let's do it right. This is our nation. Let's build it together. Let's stop pointing fingers. Hey, politically, our country's in a mess. But what are you doing? Like where we are, where you are, what are you doing? Let's do right by this nation. This is a cry out, guys. I'm not in the jocular self where I laugh and everything like that. This messed me up. This messed me up. Let's do right by this country. Ladies, as a parting note, please check. Yeah, don't take it for granted that you're being served by a saint. Just check. Make sure you check every time they pour, even if it's $5. Just check when they're pouring. Yeah, I hear they take advantage of especially women. So just check. Thank you.